Rams. I hope you all had a great weekend, and for those who celebrate, had an amazing Easter. As always, I'm your co-host, Cheyenne Dantzler.
And it's your boy, Josh Swift. Hope by now you all have participated in our March Madness contest.
Now, in order to win that prize, all you need to do is follow our social media accounts, which at the end of every episode, Josh, he shares it with you, and just tweet us with which team you think will win it all. March is flying by, and the madness is at an all-time high. So make sure you get on that ASAP.
That is true. So you want to give them a hint what the prize may be?
Let's just say it's something that you can use in town, and all of us could use it.
Okay.
So yeah.
I'm definitely looking forward to that. But looking forward to this episode, we'll throw it over to my This Day in Sports segment. Then we'll see what Marcellus has for us in By the Numbers. Next, James will have an athlete spotlight. And finally, Samara will give us the news with her March Madness segment. But starting off with our teams right here at Westchester, the men and women's tennis teams had a huge weekend by both taking victories against Kutztown University. Starting off with the men, this was their first conference win this season. They were dominant throughout the whole match with a score of 6-3. Tony Diemler had an excellent game, and he clinched the win for the Golden Rams. Also, Charlie Rushing and Troy Donato helped as well. Their next match is at Philadelphia University this Thursday. Let's get that win, fellas.
Now, the Lady Rams tennis team won their match, too, by sweeping Kutztown off the court with a score of 9-0. Shut out. The Lady Rams swept all 3 double matches and swept the all single matches to get that win. This was a collective team effort, and I love to see victories like this. Great job, ladies. Their next match is at home where they host East Stroudsburg for a conference match this Wednesday. You ladies know what to do. I'm not even worried.
And they might need a broom for another sweep. I never know. Now, after suffering a tough loss last week, the women's lacrosse team managed to bounce back with a dominant victory over Kutztown this past Wednesday with a score of 16-9. They needed that win to redeem themselves, but it didn't stop from there. They had another game on Thursday against Georgian Court and blew them out with a score of 18-4. Christian Bath scored 4 goals. Sammy Barnett and Olivia Martin scored 3 goals as well. They came ready to play this week and better be ready this Tuesday where they play Bloomsburg University away at 4 p.m. Should be a great conference battle. So
yeah, I know. I kind of wish that game was home because I love watching when they play Bloomsburg.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it was. I really wish I was there. But we'll keep you updated on how that match turns out. And now we're going to throw it over to your This Day in Sports, Josh.
Let's go. Welcome to our This Day in Sports segment. On This Day in Sports, Michael Jordan scored a career high of 69 points in overtime against Cleveland Cavaliers. It also became the 4th time he scored 60 points or more in an NBA game. On behalf of Ram Center, we'd like to congratulate MJ on this wonderful accomplishment.
Hi, I'm James Jackson, and this is WCU Ram Spotlight, where we focus on the work the athletes are doing off the field as well as on it. And many people can agree that taking a step out of your comfort zone is hard enough to do. But imagine when that step could land you on the sideline cheering for the Eagles every Sunday. Changes the game, doesn't it? For junior Danielle Valino, this is exactly what she could be doing, as she made it to the final round of Eagles cheerleader tryouts. Hi, I'm James Jackson here at Hollinger Fieldhouse with Danielle Valino, who just recently tried out to be an Eagles cheerleader. So Danielle, me and you are from the same hometown, Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. Not many people know where that is. It's a small little dot on the Pennsylvania map. So how does it go from a small town like Phoenixville to such a big platform of being an Eagles cheerleader?
So my friend from home, Carrie Hytha, she texted me a couple days beforehand and was like, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. It'd be really fun to see you. I have this thing I want to go to. It's the Eagles cheerleaders open call tryouts, and you should come. And I was like, no, I don't think so. But she convinced me, and so I went out with her. And, now I'm at finals. Yeah.
So is this the first time you've done something like this, or is this truly stepping out of your comfort zone?
This is completely out of my comfort zone. I've never been a cheerleader my entire life. I haven't had any real technical dance training. I mean, I did theater in high school, and that was about it.
So can you take us through the specific steps that you had to go through and exactly what stage you have made it to?
So there's open calls, which was Saturday, which anyone can go to. Then they teach you a dance, and they go through it. You have to model and do the dance for them. And then there's a cut. It starts with like a little under 300 people, and they go down to about 200. And then you have to do it all over again, and they cut again that day. And if you get through that, like I did, unfortunately Carrie didn't get to come with me to semifinals. You have to learn another dance the next week, and then you go to semifinals, which you dance in front of a crowd who are like mostly season pass holders, and then a row of judges, and it's all based on your dance and your performance. and then you get another cut, so it went down to 75 girls. And then after that, you had an interview to go to with the judges, and from that, it went down to the final 60, who the entire team of 35 will be picked from that 60 at the final show.
Cool. So, besides your friend Carrie, has there been anybody along the way that has really helped and motivated you to get to where you are now?
My boyfriend, definitely. He packed me a lunch on the first day, and he's watched my dog so many nights because I can't. My roommates have watched me over and over again. They've videotaped it for me, and they've been yelling my name, been awesome. And everybody else who've just been saying, hey, good luck, I'm really proud of you, that's been helpful.
So since you truly have done, a once-in-a-lifetime experience, what can you take from this experience just to bring back to everyday life?
I think everyone should just go for anything they want to. Just because they don't know the end result doesn't mean they won't take something from it and won't have fun doing it.
Thank you so much, Danielle. Good luck on the last tryout. Danielle is a great example that stepping out of your comfort zone can lead to you soaring to new heights that even you didn't think you could get to. On behalf of the Westchester community, we wish Danielle luck and do Westchester proud. For your WCU Rams Spotlight, I'm James Jackson. Now over to Marcellus with By the Numbers.
What's going on, Rams? On this week's segment of By the Numbers, I'll be giving you the rundown of one of the greatest players to ever step foot on any basketball court in Kobe Bean Bryant. Sadly, after 20 long and amazing years, he'll be retiring at this season's end. But let's appreciate everything that he has done, not only for the NBA, but the fans as well. So let's get right into the Black Mamba's amazing career numbers and accolades. Kobe Bryant entered the NBA directly from high school, and he has played for the Lakers his entire career, winning 5 championships. Bryant is also an 18-time All-Star, 15-time member of the All-NBA team, and 12-time member of the All-Defensive team. He has led the league in scoring twice, and he ranks both third on the league's all-time regular season scoring and all-time postseason scoring list as well. After beginning his 20th season with the Lakers in this season, which actually set an NBA record for the most seasons with the same team, Bryant announced that he will retire after the season. At 34 years old and 104 days of age, Kobe Bryant became the youngest player in league history to reach 30,000 career points. He's also the all-time leading scorer in Lakers franchise history. And finally, as we all know, in 2006, he scored a career-high 81 points against the Toronto Raptors, the second most points scored in any game in the league history behind Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point performance in the year 1962. Well, this is all the time I have for By the Numbers. Stay tuned for Watch Rams Turner every week for all your sports needs. We thank you for tuning in this week. Now stay Golden Rams, and let's throw to Samara to discuss March Madness.
This year's NCAA tournament has continued to keep fans on the edge of their seats, with upsets happening left and right. On Saturday, Buddy Hield and the number 2 seeded Oklahoma Sooners downed the 1-seeded Oregon Ducks 80-68. Hield had a game-high 37 points, boosting his NCAA tournament scoring average to 29.3 points per game. A National Player of the Year candidate, Hield is leading the nation with 12 30-point performances. Hield also became the first player since Steph Curry in 2008 with 100 points and 15 three-pointers made prior to the Final Four. Later, number 1 seeded Kansas faced number 2 seed Villanova. The game went down to the wire, but Villanova was able to just edge Kansas 64-59 to secure their spot in the Final Four. Nova was able to keep veteran Perry Ellis scoreless in the first half and held him to a season-low 4 points the entire game. On Sunday night, 10-seed Syracuse overcame a 16-point deficit and beat the number 1 seeded Virginia Cavaliers 68-62. Malachi Richardson scored 21 of his 23 points in the second half, propelling his team to the Final Four. Syracuse is the first 10 seed and 4th double-digit seed to reach the Final Four in tournament history. Sunday night ended with 1-seeded UNC topping 6-seeded Notre Dame 88-74 to reach a record 19th Final Four and its first since 2009. Bryce Johnson put up his 23rd double-double of the season with 25 points and 12 rebounds, breaking UNC's single-season record. That's all I have for your March Madness update. I'm Samara Rosenfeld. Josh and Cheyenne, back to you.
Thank you, Samara. Now, as we mentioned earlier, in order to be in the contest to win the prize, you need to be following our Twitter and Instagram at WCU Ram Center. That's all we have for this week on Ram Center. As always, it's your boy, Josh Swift.
And I'm Shine Nansler. Have an amazing week, Golden Rams, and we'll see you next week.